first said initial time.
What? About them?
Yeah.
Can we get back to the shits, man? Because the last show, man, it got a lot of feedback, man. With the relationship thing, man. I get a lot of feedback. Okay. I get a lot of side eye. I get a lot of good, you know. We had some good points. We had some points we didn't like. So can we get back with that? Yeah. I don't want to break up no happy homes.
I wasn't here last week.
Well, let's I want to break up no happy homes.
Fill me in. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with this week, right? Well, we had a few discussions.
Love them. Keep on going. I'm listening, y'all.
Okay.
This man doing the most this week.
I'm going to say this, right? Hopefully people tuned in last week. I ain't going to really get back into that because it got a little messy after the show. So I'm going to stick to the show as of now. And say this. I'm going to ask this question. Should you try to change your partner habits or adjust to their habits to make a balance in the household? Moon Kels, we need you. Important answers, because we know you got the answers over there. You already got it.
I always got answers, man. Okay. Always.
I'm going to say it again. Should you try to change your partner's habits or you adjust to create a balance within the household? Which means, let me put you on point, right? If you got a lazy partner, just say you got a lazy partner, a partner that gets out of bed in the morning, don't like making the bed up, get up, brush his teeth, roll out, or he or she, I'm talking about either or partner, so nobody take this personal, this is he or she, we just talking about a partner. They get up out of bed in the morning, they don't want to make the bed up, they brush their teeth out the house, they make breakfast, leave the plates on the counter, you know, leave the pan on the stove, eggs scraped all the side of it, they make their bed and get going about their business. Should you come down and clean up after them? Should you make the bed up? Even though you was not the last person to get out of it. Should you make the bed up? Should you come home? Should you come down in the kitchen and clean up behind this person? You know what I'm saying? When you met them, do you think this is what they was? Or did it change? When you met them at the beginning, we all meet people, once you with them for a while, you realize they habits. You start to understand, all right, this is a person that really
this ain't the representative that I met.
Right, they really ain't in the clean, because living with somebody is totally different. So once you live with them, you start realizing, all right, this is a person that don't really like to clean. They don't like to do this, or they like to do this, or they do too much of this, whatever the case may be. So what I'm saying, should you change that? Should you fight to change that? Like, say, look, go to them and say, look, you have to do this, or have to do that, or should you just try to make a balance? So if you see they don't make the bed up, you just go ahead and make it up when they get up and leave. It's no big deal. Your bed is, even way you want the bed made up. Do you make it up, or do you leave it a mess and call them on the phone and say, look, the bed is not made up. You're the last one to get out of it. You should get off work on your lunch break, come home and make the bed up, or do you fix the bed up?
Now, my take,
fellas, take over.
My take on this.
Man started some shit.
This is my take. I don't think you should try and change nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Because people are who they are. So I don't think you should try to change nobody. But I think you should compromise a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's a balance thing. I think you ought to mention some things to them that you may not like. But I think you should go about without saying things to them and just do it and just do things on your own also. And then that way you can kind of meet halfway. You know what I'm saying? So that way you won't have an attitude about things, because you know how it is. You talk to somebody and they ain't changing, and then you not doing it, shit'll build up before you know somebody been exploded. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it just takes a little balance, a little compromise. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, he had to fly out of here. I'll make the bed up tonight.
How long do you let that last before you say something to him? Is it a time limit?
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Or do you just let it ride until you figure till you sick of making the bed up?
No more. That's
Oops, I'm so dry. Said, don't be petty, just make the bed.
Exactly. Shit.
I ain't making no bed.
I'm asking you.
Doing this shit.
Hold on, we'll give you a chance. We know you got a lot to get off your chest. We know that. We know that Under Armour right now is sweating over there. Check this out. We get to you.
Shit.
Moo, are you finished? You had to elaborate. I'll still elaborate on that.
Nah,
Or you said just spill.
No, I'm saying I said all I need to say. Me personally, I'm like, well, just make up the bed. You know what I'm saying? If I jumped up, if I was the last person to get up, and I didn't make it, for me, I makes my bed every day for.
Well, we speaking for the population out here.
I
speaking for the population. This is not a personal call.
So that's what I'm just saying. I'm one of them people who make their bed every day, and I'm out there. I'm up 4:30, moving around, going to work, but I still make my bed before I leave every day. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you feel about your partner not making the bed up? If she's the last one, you got up at 5:30 in the morning to hit the road to hit. What you hit 95 south?
Listen, I don't have no problem with that.
If you get back home, the bed is still ain't made up.
But if she do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because come Friday morning, we got a problem now.
Do you come home and make the bed up, though?
I'm going to make it up Monday night.
But you're going to alert her and say, look.
You know what I'm saying? But if I come home Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it ain't made, we having to talk on Friday.
Do you alert her?
Yeah. Listen. We're going to have a talk on Friday. That's when she's going to get her alert. We're going to talk on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Then y'all compromise. You come to a middle means.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I said.
Red flags
got to compromise.
It's a red flag.
Is you look at it as nasty?
It's constant, yeah.
Do you look at it as nasty and not really?
Yeah, because now I'm starting to see a pattern. I'm not good with patterns. I'm telling you right now, especially if they not in the positive light. Negative patterns I'm not good with. If I start seeing it and this ain't going on and then this ain't going on and then here it is again. Now we talking pattern. You know what I'm saying? So now we have to talk. Some shit got to come to the forefront now. We got to rap.
Is it a deal breaker? If it continues? Is it a deal breaker? Down the line you say she does not like to make the bed up or clean the kitchen or do all this or fold the towels after they finish drying. Do you compromise and say, look, you know what, when I get home from work, I do it. That's just not our cup of tea. We're not going to
do that kind of compromise.
That's not our cup of tea.
That ain't compromising. Because now, if I'm doing everything, that ain't compromising.
But what if she ain't that type of person, though? Do you take it?
Well, that ain't compromising.
So is it? So okay. So
you cannot be a certain way, but compromising means you changing your ways to make things work.
You changing
That's
yours.
What compromising means. I'm not just saying me. I'm talking about a person in general. Anybody. If you don't like to cut the grass. Right. I'm not talking about nothing about being a man. I'm just saying if you don't like to cut the grass, or let's just say you don't have a green thumb. You don't like to plant flowers.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, but your girl do. You understand what I'm saying? All right, well, plant the flowers.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
So you know the neighbors say out there grinding, putting the dirt up with the mulch, got the wheelbarrow, bringing the mulch in the back.
Hey man, I will burrow. I will burrow.
So you can say
that's part of my compromise.
But you know your neighbor looks at you like he a mess.
I'm not good at planting.
He over there.
I'm not gonna leave out there by herself. What I'm saying is I'm not good at planting them.
Right.
Don't mean I won't bring them to you. You just put them in the ground. You do what you do with them.
Like you said,
I'll wheelbarrow all the dirt, all the topsoil. I'll bring the bag. I'll throw the bag across my shoulder, carry it to you. Put it all that. You know what I'm saying? Give you your little pick shovel you need to, dig a little hole to plant them. You know what I'm saying? But that's compromising.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like if she don't like cutting the grass, but she buy the lawnmower.
Exactly.
You buy the lawnmower,
and then I go out there and cut.
You bring something to the table.
It's just compromising, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just compromising.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of people feel like the balance, like, so shit. If a person, what I'm saying is, if a person doesn't, if you realize that's not them, right? Do you work on trying to change them, or do you change? You still ain't really.
That's a tough one.
Because normally this is a habit. Like normally if that's them. Like if a person, like when you meet a person, right? You live in the house with them. You see them with a brum in their head all the time. You see them with you can tell a person habit, like, oh, they're a cleaning person, right? Mm-hmm. So you notice that. easily. You notice it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, this is a person that likes stuff neat. You know, even when the house, I'm more a person like who left that there, put that move that. Well, I just move myself. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what I'm saying is you realize that early, right? So if the person you're with is not that person, do you take on a bigger bulk of being that person in that category, or do you talk to them like, look, man, you need to start cleaning up. You need to start picking this up. You need to, you know. Your people come and say, look, you need to start cutting the grass twice a week. Once a week, the grass growing too fast. You know what I'm saying? So how does that, is they deal breakers? Or do you take the bulk of the responsibility? Love, what you got, Love?
Hey,
what you got, Love?
I'm saying, I'm just going to speak on it as...
You saying if she buy the lawnmower, you'll cut the grass?
Yeah. Because they'll follow if you lead. If the man lead, the lady gonna usually follow. You know what I'm saying? And so if you leading, she gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta lead. So yeah, if she you know what I'm saying? We be like, baby, if you buy the lawnmower, I'm gonna cut the grass. You don't want her cutting the grass anyway.
Man, I seen a lot of grass cutters these days. I seen with pruning. I seen it all these days. I seen them doing it all.
If you can get them meet you halfway, I think
I seen drills in ladies' hand these days.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They got the drill, they got the hammer and nails. They doing it all, son.
No, you don't want your baby.
They saying F these dudes out here. They saying F the dudes. They ain't got time for the bullshit.
Yeah,
They saying F them. I ain't got time for the.
They fed up.
you got women out here with the hammer in their hand, nails in their mouth. They out here like that.
Yeah.
Nails in their mouth. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta do better, man.
Yeah. My homegirl who I was talking to, now recently, she was talking about, she doing, first thing in my mind is, your man a mess. I ain't want to tell her that, but I'm just listening to the story. I'm like, you keep talking about this depot, like, I'm going to rent the truck from Depot so I can, I'm like, yo, what is the hold up? What is he doing? You rent the truck from Depot, what is this dude doing?
Playing PlayStation. What do you mean? 2K21 out. What do you mean?
She knew too much information that a guy would be talking about. That first came in my mind was like, not how much information you knew. I couldn't praise you for the information. The Lord of scale the guy got. You get what I'm saying? The Lord of scale, he went down. The more she told me, the Lord of scale, he went.
Exactly.
She killing them. She killing
She's like, oh yeah, because I know the cement that goes under the tile. I'm like, that's back, but yeah, backer board. Backer board. What is
killing
going on?
She don't even know. She killing them the whole time you up there on the car.
Man, she's smashing them. I'm looking at him. I don't even look at him. I'm looking at him like, man, you're a piece of crap.
What you say? Couple episodes. What episode that was? 8 or 7. Men be men.
It has changed, man. It has totally went left.
But you know,
Love, what you got, man? I know you got a lot of. I know you got a lot of sweat to get off.
Well,
Let's get to it.
You know, I go back to this, man. You know, some women they just so independent, man. They don't. You can't tell them no.
They independent when it comes to the until something.
They don't even, and most of them independent when they want to flex their muscles around until it's time to pay them motherfucking bills. Then they got a whole nother story.
How do you feel about that? Should we compromise or should you take over the bulk of the thing that's not going on?
No, I believe you should take over the bulk. As a man, you know, man, we should treat our queens a lot better than what we doing.
So you saying it's okay for you just to be dirty around here? Because I'm a man, I'm just gonna walk around and clean up everything behind you. No, I'm not going with that. I can't go with that one. No, sir.
I'm gonna kick my spill on this. I think personally, you have to find your inner self to understand what you can handle and what you can't. You get what I'm saying? You gotta understand, like.
Well, everybody got a breaking point.
Which is true.
Everybody got a breaking
But if you want this thing to roll on, sometimes you gotta look at yourself. Say, I ain't really that good looking. This pretty girl, I might gotta take a little extra because I know it take a little extra for me to get on with it. Like, there's a lot of things that goes on through a guy's brain when this is going on. According to how the female look, the more she get. The more you able to take.
The
According to how
more
she
lenient you are.
Right.
If she fat and pretty walk around there, she liable to leave. She can just leave anything laying around her.
The more the scales start to favor her side.
You got any comments in the box? Anybody talking to you?
The more the pendulum starts to swing her way, according to how she looks. Is that true, fellas?
Yeah.
Is it true?
Saying that I blame the mothers who raising these men. Nah, you can't blame the mother who raising these men. Shit, need me more fathers raising these men.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't keep on blaming on no mothers because they shouldn't be single goddamn parents. They shouldn't be raising these men. Because one thing we always gonna say, a man gonna raise a man, not a woman. And that's the problem. That's why we got a lot of feminine motherfucking dudes out here. That's one of the issues.
Facts.
We need to raise these men, these little boys into men ourselves. So when you get these dudes out here, don't be saying shit to my child and all that shit. Listen,
I don't think how much that be true. Eliza.
Don't do that because
Your father.
doing something.
Let's ask this question though. Your father in the household when you was coming up?
Yeah.
How about your father?
No, I'm stepfather.
How was your father, Daryl?
Yeah, my father was always in the.
Okay, all right. We 2-2, right? But I think men feel just as much as men as y'all too, and y'all had a father. Mm-hmm. I think it's the individual.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't try to blame my father wasn't there. My father wasn't there neither.
Definitely.
My father was saying, dude, give you money and steal it before you wake up. You get what I'm saying?
I can't argue that. I feel like the father being present in the home is critical to the sons.
But how do you say we came up the same way?
But we came the same way.
So it's different. We came up the same way. My father wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I feel like we on the same balance as far as the scale.
So let me ask you this: What made you turn out to be the way you are? Since your father wasn't there and you didn't have that male guidance.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Well, I use common sense for everything.
Well, everybody ain't got that.
I use common sense for everything. Yo, the shit hot, don't touch it. That's just me.
He gonna go on right here while we right
I use common sense for everything. I don't take nothing. It ain't, to me, I don't feel like it need to be.
I always thought of this one. What is the definition for common sense? I'm gonna say mine first, and I want to know if y'all agree. I agree. I mean, not agree, but I'm a little tipsy off the avion. But
Jeezy.
My definition of common sense is knowing right from wrong. Do y'all agree?
Basically.
That sums it up. I would also add something to it, making things complete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's to say,
like,
okay, you may know right from wrong, but if you choose
right
to do wrong,
right,
you don't have common sense. That's
no. You can't say that.
I ain't gonna say
You
that.
can't say that.
To me, everything get weighed by common sense. To me, comes from. It's always to me end up being percentages, right? I know it might get a little deep. It begin to be percentages. Okay. All right. What I mean by all right, if I go out on this block, I know percentage of chances I might get locked up, right? But I have a greater chance of making way more money than I would if I went to say, okay, I'm gonna go work at McDonald's and not get locked up. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just take the chances, the percentages. You get what I'm saying? I know it's a percentage that I might get locked up, shot, whatever the case may be. But to me, the chances of me making it further from a pay scale will be on this side than for me trying to say I'm going to McDonald's and try to build myself up. I know McDonald's is sick of me because I use y'all for a lot of examples. I'm sorry, but
so basically you say
I gotta use McDonald's.
Hold on, you keep on using McDonald's.
I gotta use McDonald's.
Hey, parents, we don't know nothing about yo. Hey, parents, we don't know nothing about shit.
Hey. Sorry, McDonald's. I know I keep using y'all for examples.
You saying it's more common sense for you to hit the block than to go work at McDonald's.
Exactly, but the percentages well more heavy. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So you saying it's just more common sense.
It's more common sense.
You're gonna make 12,000 a day.
Right. Even you gotta realize, right?
Fucking around make $12,000 a year fucking with McDonald's.
Exactly. You gotta realize we was coming up.
Don't map up for me.
It's different now. When we was coming up, you had more. I got locked up 90 times. Right. It's now it's like you hear about people getting locked up once the feds they gone somewhere. They ain't nobody that really did anything. You know what I'm saying?
So the feds now, boy.
You gotta realize exactly. So you gotta realize when we was coming up, it was totally different. You get what I'm saying? Like you got knocked off. Now you in the weekend and you out. You in Friday, you out Monday. It was real simple. You didn't. It didn't even really like focus in your brain to say, look, I'm in now. I'm out. I'll be if I don't make it to by Friday morning, I know I ain't getting out to Monday.
No, I'm done.
Which is cool. Right. And that was our thing. That's how we thought about it. You know what I'm saying? It's different now. So to me, those chances.
You're gonna be getting Snickers. You're gonna be here for a while. Cause you got these petty ass niggas. They ain't got no respect. They ain't got no love for their family because you was so crip ball. They can't even give you $100 for your fucking bail.
You gotta realize too the scale of cash.
That show how petty these motherfuckers are.
But listen, the scale of money was higher. You get what I'm saying? The scale of money was higher too than it is today. You get what I'm saying? It was high. So it was different. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't even involve us to go and you like I'm in for the weekend. I'm out Monday. Wednesday I'm on the phone with Ravenel. In 2 months the shit is thrown out in the trash. That's just how I looked at it.
These bail bombers fucked this bail shit up too. When they start that 1% bullshit. And that's why they start giving people $1 million bails.
Cool, tell me because it's 1% to try to raise it.
Yeah, yo, they be fucking up. Yo, they be giving niggas them high ass bails and shit. You might as well go and do both of them. Yeah, they be fucking up shit, man. Gave niggas 1% bails. Man, that shit is so crazy. You tell them, you come back in there, you be like, what? 500,000 for what? You know what I mean? Because they already know somebody gonna pull your head for 1%.
Because when you had to give up 10%. Bails definitely wasn't as high as they are now.
Hell no.
Definitely. I must agree with you on that.
High as a motherfucker. They done fucked that money up, man.
Definitely got to agree with you on that.
Killed it. They killed talking about bails, man. How about the dude from Sleepy Pillow, whatever that bullshit called? Him and another old phony ass washed up actor helped pay that boy that $2 million. How the hell he get a bail?
Exactly.
That's the thing that's mind-boggling.
Because he white.
How the hell he get a bail?
He white.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why he got a bail.
How the hell this
doesn't take a degree in rocket science. It's simple arithmetic.
Ain't no way in the world, man. This dude should have got a bail, man. He should never receive a bail. You killed 2 people and you shot another person. And the thing, and then to see, this is the thing, we can go back to how we say that, you know, nobody don't, when you drink, you're not just going up there to go and drive and crash into somebody and kill somebody that night. That's not your motive.
No.
Your motive is to go get and feel nice. But we know what can happen if you do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you know what you can do if you do X, Y, and Z, right? Why the fuck this dude out there with a gun, illegal as he shouldn't even have? You already know the consequences of what can happen. You know what I mean? You already know the situation, what can happen. You pay somebody to go get you a gun. They should never have received it, right? And then you shoot 2 people because you talking about you scared. Nigga, you should never been out that motherfucker for one. You always somebody else's town. You should have had your ass home somewhere. You're a fucking kid. You 17 years old.
Like I said, man.
How the fuck you get a bail? That's what I don't understand. How you get a bail?
Well, I just made that perfectly clear why he got a bail.
That shit crazy, man. I guess the world will never know, right?
He white. That's why he got a bail.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo. That is super crazy.
I don't even know what to say about that. That was just crazy.
Don't take no rocket scientists, man. Like I said, you ain't gotta have no goddamn PhD in biochemistry. This simple fucking arithmetic. Shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
All right, I gotta ask y'all something, man. There's a lot going on.
Wow. That don't never usually happen.
Hello.
That's the call line. The call line going off.
Somebody
the call line going off, son.
Now you're going to wait. Don't move out the floor right now.
The call line is going off.
Right.
Who calling? They ain't even plugged up, man.
You fucking wet dream up.
Matter of fact, speaking of the call line, we got a lot coming to y'all. 2021 is on and pop. We got interviews. We got call-ins. We 2021, man. So we got a lot coming up. Just stay tuned. We got a lot coming. Definitely, we're gonna start doing call-ins. We're gonna start doing live interviews. Live. I mean, basically in-house interviews. We're gonna do live interviews. Got a lot coming to y'all for 2021. Definitely, man.
Strippers dancing behind us.
Yes, sir.
Definitely do a lot of bouncing.
My little bit of ones up. You know, me giving my little bit of ones up, my onesies.
We're doing tours, man. We got a lot, man. Just stay tuned. There's a lot coming for 2021. I'm telling you. So, hey, speaking of NBA, man, y'all know Klay Thompson tours
ACL. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, his Achilles. Towards
For all the Golden State fans, man, I know they're very upset right now, man.
Well, it's only about 12 left.
Yeah,
that's about it. Everybody
jumped
all
off.
These fraud motherfuckers done jumped off the wagon.
Now they with Brooklyn. They with KD, Kyrie.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Hold up, James Harden on his way.
Yeah, James Harden.
What we gonna?
Well, he
How y'all feel about that?
He trying.
Why you want to keep hooking up with them
trying.
niggas from Oklahoma, yo? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well,
Man, Oklahoma need to keep themselves in the head for letting that even happen.
Say it loud, but I ain't see that shit.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't no goddamn KD fan at all. Anyway, I ain't got no respect for him.
Like
I don't fuck with him at all.
You don't like KD?
He's a
No,
coward.
man.
No, I don't fuck with him at all.
But
I don't fuck with cowards. You a coward, nigga. You'd have never listen.
Twitter man,
Nigga, you up 3-1.
Right.
You up 3-1. Ball in your hand, you can't make a shot. Ball in your hand, you keep turning the ball over. You can't close the deal. These niggas talk buku shit to you, and then the next year you go and join the team with them. Come on, man. We don't do that where we from.
I see.
We don't do that down. We don't do that down the road, man. You know what I mean? Sorry, we just don't do that down here in B-More.
Damn, yo, that's crazy.
But my thing is this: you'd have never seen Michael Jordan when he lost to Bird and them in '86, give Bird and them 63, and then lose to him and turn around and say, "Well, look, man,
let's get this ring.
I'm trying to come join you and McHale and Parrish and you know what I mean, and Danny Ainge and them, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'd have never saw that.
Right.
You'd have never saw it. The way the Pistons talk shit to Mike Jordan,
Yeah.
you'd have never saw him go join the Pistons. Never.
Right.
He couldn't stand Isaiah. Hated him with a passion.
Still
He'd have
do.
never went and joined them. Yeah. These men talk crazy to you in that series when they came back and won. And then you wait till the summertime and say, "Oh, you reach out. Oh, you think I can come play with y'all?"
Do you think it's too much?
And then leave Westbrook out there to drop. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
You had to
man.
deal with Draymond going in
man.
on you like, yo,
Come
we
on,
was alright without you.
Yeah,
bro. You a bitch ass joint.
you's a coward, man.
Yeah.
I don't
Draymond
fool with
went
you.
in on him.
Let them other niggas like you. I ain't got to like you.
Do you think it's too much? Too friendly?
I ain't with all that. I ain't with none of that. Now if he'd have just lost, went back at him next year and didn't win or beat him or something and didn't join him, I'd have been all right. But no, not the next year. I got a nasty taste in my mouth now.
Yeah, go
Nigga,
check
we got to rock out the next year. We got to do this again. Cause they'd have been there. They'd have been there again.
Right.
They'd have made it there again.